Hey guys, how's it going everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gents. Welcome back to a brand new customs video for LEGO Incredibles, the video game. And I want first and foremost to thank you guys for the amazing support on the last custom that I put together, which was Older Jack. You guys were so exceptionally awesome with the support for that. I really, truly do appreciate you guys taking the time to go on ahead and hit that like button and just go on ahead and share the stream. So today, of course, if you've read the title, you know exactly what we are going to go on ahead and put together, and that is going to be a duo, or I guess a set of characters, which will be, of course, Thor and Loki. So we're going to go on ahead and go back to two characters here today. So Joe Gustavo, I want to give you a special shout out. Eva Lanto, Shadow Garth, and Garvin33, all of you lovely folks who suggested the Thor and Loki creation. So that is exactly what we are going to go on ahead and work on today. By the way, check out the Star-Lord we made during a live stream. Pretty good, huh? That's a pretty good Star-Lord, I would say. So with that in mind, let's go on ahead and, I guess at this point, get rid of the Star-Lord, because we're going to go on ahead and put together the fantastically awesome Thor and Loki. So I think we'll kick things off with Thor, just because I feel like he will be the simpler one to make. But to be fair, now that I think about it, I think there are a lot of torsos for Loki, just because from what I remember, there are quite a few green torsos. So that should be pretty good, and hopefully will help us make a pretty decent looking design. Now, with that in mind, let's go on ahead and begin. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build classic, like comic book inspired Thor and Loki, but at some point in the future, expect a video also for the Infinity War or the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe versions of those characters. So let's begin. First and foremost, I feel like that hair is very, very, very Thor-like. And we will go with a light blonde hair. Maybe that, actually. A little bit more yellowish. Because, again, we're going for a comic book style Thor here. So I want to clarify that, because I know people are going to be like, dude, that doesn't look like Thor does in the films. We're not going for the film look. We're going for the comic book look. So keep that in mind, please. That is a pretty decent option right there, honestly. We do want some crazy, crazy cool facial hair. That could be a really good facial hair for Odin if we actually did design Odin, which we might do, because, hey, we've got Thor, we've got Loki. It only makes sense to create Odin as well, and maybe Hela, and maybe, I don't know, maybe some of the Warriors 3. Actually, that might be even better for Odin, right? That beard there, that would look really cool. Or maybe, like, actually older Odin's son, Thor, you know, like where he's just like an elder Thor. That would be pretty cool design as well. So based on what is available, I am honestly leaning most towards the goatee that we saw before, just because everything else I feel like is not really gonna look very good. I mean, again, if the color on that beard was a bit different, then we would have gone with it, because we want something that's maybe orangey, or like kind of not ginger. I wouldn't describe it. It's like orange brown. Does that make sense? I don't know how to describe that color, but if we saw it, I would have shown it to you guys, and we would have chosen that one instead. But I think that's the one we're going to go with for now. Now we're going to go on ahead and put on a cape, of course. A red cape, like an absolute sauceballs. I wonder if we should do the shorter cape. I think we should do the shorter cape. I honestly think it would look a bit better here on Thor. So again, for comic book reasons, that's why we're going with the design we're going. The arms we're going to keep light gray, no gloves, because Thor just punches things. He does not believe in gloves. So far so good. Now we need a torso. Now, of course, typically Thor wears an attire that has those big circles across his chest. Heck, even the MCU version of Thor wears those. So that would be great if we found something that had those like circle patterns. And obviously we want it to be either black or gray, and the circles ideally to be either gray or blue. I don't think there's going to be anything that's exactly like that, unfortunately. We could go with something like this, where it's kind of like a lightning bolt idea. You know, he's the god of thunder, so he's not the god of lightning, I know, but still kind of would work with the character of Thor. My goodness, there really is quite a few options for Loki because of the green and everything. But, man, it's kind of surprising, but there really isn't a lot of options here. I'm almost thinking maybe that will work, honestly. So that's a possibility. Definitely a contender here for the decision-making process, but we're going to cycle through and really make sure that I was thorough. So I like that option, honestly. I would probably go on ahead and change the arms then to maybe be darker, or maybe even make the arms maybe black, or just something to create a bit better contrast for the character. So I think that could work. I think this one here works pretty well as well. This armor. So I think that, in fact, that's probably better because it's less robotic-y. And the other one is clearly a robot type inspired character. So I think that might be a really, really good option here. And then outside of that, again, there's a lot of suits and things like that because, again, we're looking at Municiberg citizens, which most of them are just wearing suits and stuff like that. So it's not very practical for superhero designs, which is a little unfortunate. Now, if we made the arms a little bit darker, I think that works actually quite well. And I think that should be pretty good. Now, for the hips, I'm thinking we're going to go with maybe a dark blue. I know that sometimes he's worn like much lighter blue as well in the comics. So either one could work here. I just want to take a look at the legs. What is available in blue? That's light blue, though. That's still a little bit too light, honestly. I'm not sure about that. And I honestly don't think we need to... Ooh, I was going to say we don't need the boots, but... You know what? With that lightning bolt across the leg like that, and then maybe if I change the hips to match, maybe it'll actually look decent. No, I think the dark blue is the way to go here, honestly. As lame of a choice as it is, it's just that light blue is just... it's not working for me. I don't like the way it looks. There we go. So I think that's a much better look for Thor. Now, of course, powers-wise, that's easy because we know that we just give him the electric abilities, and that creates Thor ready to roar. Oh, wow. I'm a rhyming machine. Look out, Drake. I'm coming for you, bro. I've got that rapping skill to pay that bill. My goodness, can I just stop with these rhymes? This is incredible. How is he rhyming so well? I'm joking. All right, so that is, of course, Thor. So we've managed to go on ahead and put together that character. Now, we need to go on ahead and put together a Loki design, which is going to be... I was going to say more difficult, but honestly, it might... don't look at this. Don't look at this. Helmet... There we go. No, that's even worse. Let's pretend that that's not Loki, guys. Don't look at it. I mean, don't look at this as Thor. Huh. I'm actually thinking maybe that would work well for Loki, actually. Kind of, you know? For Loki, we need just like a regular face. Like no facial hair or anything like that. So, are there any faces that just don't have facial hair on them? Or are they all facial haired? I don't understand this. This is a little bit odd and quite... peculiar. Maybe that? Yeah, those don't work as horns. I was hoping maybe we could use those as horns, you know, to like create the illusion of all this like helmet look that he has, but it's just not gonna work. We could do this bunny ears. There we go. That'll be Loki. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna need to go on ahead and just use a regular hair piece for him. So, since we're going for comic book Loki, we do want long hair. In fact, we could probably use this same hair for him. And of course, he's got black hair, so that would be fitting here for that character. And since I'm going for the comic book design, I'm going to go for a design that is mostly going to be kind of green and gray, which I guess technically is the way that we saw Loki in the first Avengers movie. And then after that, he got the blue attire, remember? So when we saw him in Ragnarok and everything like that, he wore that bluish suit. So obviously that's a completely different look. So for the cape, I will go with a longer cape for him because I feel like it'll fit him better. And we'll give him a nice bright green cape. He does not wear... Does he wear gloves? I think he maybe does wear actually yellow gloves. I want to say maybe yellow gloves like that, kind of. So maybe we'll rock that. Then for the torso, that's going to be the key component here. Again, we could go with a gray-ish look, which would be a decent idea. I sort of really like that. because honestly, it works well with the cape idea. It's like it's tying in the front. So I think that looks pretty cool. I think that would look really cool too, but that's more like Robin Hood or something like that. That's an interesting look. You know what? Because that has a little bit of that yellow, which usually Loki has yellow and green. At least that's the colors that I think of when I think of Loki. I'm like yellow and green, or gold and green even. Are kind of the color combination that I think of personally. That's an interesting look too. That could be kind of cool as well. Man, dude, there's so many cool green torsos. There really are a lot. Oh, man, I don't know. Man, that's tough. There's a lot of good options here. I kind of wish I was live right now so that you guys could help me decide. Okay, let's try this one. I want to try to make the arms gray. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe make them... Ooh, maybe gray and green. Right? Sort of like that. That's too bright. I feel like those arms work better because they kind of have the scaliness to them, which almost... Ooh, dude. Nope, those are better. That's the way to go. Gold and green. Is there anything better? No. Too bright. Too flannelly. That's perfect. Now, again, on the arms, let me check. I want to see what it looks like. No gloves. Yeah, I feel like we could do the gold gloves. I feel like he has worn gold gloves before. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I feel like comic book Loki has worn gold gloves in the past. So I hope that that's at least somewhat accurate. So we're going to go on ahead and recolor this to dark green to match the rest of the attire. And then the legs, we want to, again, green and gray. Kind of that's the combination that I would like to see here. Ooh, that's an interesting look. Actually, let's see Merida's leg piece. Maybe, no, that's mechanic. Oh, they don't have them. That's a bit unfortunate, because maybe if there was something gold. Phalange, maybe? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Yay. Okay. Kind of like those, actually. Looks interesting. They look good, but then when you put them on the character, you're like, yikes, that does not look good at all. You very quickly realize, like, oops, I've made a poor selection there, you know? We could go with maybe gray legs for him as well, but you know what? Actually, before I even continue to select other ones, I like that look, honestly. I also think that these look cool because you get the boots there. I think that's probably the one I'm going to choose, but I also want to see just plain green. What does plain green look like? Like if we just recolored it with no prints. Whoa, that's probably the best, actually, oddly enough. The less is more rule is definitely applicable here. So with that being said, wait, that's it. Wow, I just realized we were done. I did not even... Wow, that was very quick. So I think we'll give him psionic abilities because I feel like that would fit the character, you know, where he's kind of the manipulator. I mean, he's the god of mischief, so it sort of makes sense that he should have mind control, and invisibility is something that he does know, that he is, known for, and shape-shifting and so on and so forth. So I think that fits the character of Loki. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, there you have it. This concludes now another episode of Customs. We put together the Asgardian brothers known as Thor and Loki. We're going to go on ahead and take a look at both of the characters here in just 1 second. Of course, like always, guys, do not forget, if you guys enjoyed today's video, the best thing that you could do to show support is simply hit that like button. If you want to show further support even beyond that, you can go on ahead and, of course, maybe share the video with one family member or friend whom you think will enjoy it. So I would really, really appreciate that a ton. Also, guys, don't forget, if you want to get a shout out on an upcoming episode of Customs, you can leave your ideas down in the comment section below for what customs you would like to see, and you might as well, or you might very well, be chosen as the next shout out for the next upcoming episode. Why did I say the word? Episode of Customs for Lego Incredibles. Thank you guys so very much for taking the time here today. I really, truly do appreciate your guys' amazing support. We went ahead and put together Loki, who I wish we could have given a staff to, because I think that would have really sealed the deal. And then, of course, Thor, whom I wish we would have been able to give Mjolnir to, because that would have made him look that much cooler as well. So let me know what you guys think of the designs. Which one do you personally like, the Thor, or maybe it's the Loki design that you prefer? So let me know down in the comment section below. And with that being said, ladies and gents, have an absolutely fantastic day. I will hopefully catch each and every single one of you lovely folks here next time. Peace out. I'll see you all laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.